Can you 3D print a whole motorcycle? Watch this video. Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf. I hope you're all well. So very quick video here. Can you 3D print a whole motorcycle? Now 3D printing is nothing new, of course. Now 3D printing in motorcycle manufacturing, well, you think, well, what's going on here? Surely not. Surely this isn't a thing. Well, actually, it is a thing. It already happens in Formula One racing. It already happens in MotoGP racing, where some of the parts, some of the structural parts and some of the non-structural parts are already 3D printed. So now a company is looking to the future, and they've gone into a partnership to start to produce or look to produce a fully manufactured, 3D printed manufactured motorcycle, a motorcycle of the future. Is this a thing? Can this really happen? Well, let's dig into it. Now, if you watch one of my videos many moons ago talking about electric motocross bikes, Stark motorcycles, and they produce their Stark Varg, and it's probably one of the fastest motocross bikes right now. Now, is it going to be widely used in the future? We'll have to wait and see. But in terms of the company, they produced a very powerful electric motocross bike, very lightweight and very, very capable. And it's got great reviews. In terms of the company, yeah, they're shown lots of innovation, lots of ingenuity. They're looking to the future now. They're looking and saying, well, can they manufacture their bikes or a bike using different manufacturing processes? So they've turned to 3D printing, and not just your normal 3D printing. They're talking about titanium 3D printing. And it's about a whole motorcycle that can be produced in this way. So Stark Motorcycles, or Stark Future, the company, the entity that is going to look forward into the future of motorcycling and manufacturing of motorcycles, they've teamed up with Farsoon Technologies to have a machine that can potentially produce a titanium 3D printed motorcycle. Now, does this mean it's going to be one complete motorcycle and they just put it in the machine and out comes a motorcycle? No, we're not talking about that. We're talking about all the components that can be built in there, and then everything is brought out. But these components are going to be very strong, very durable. And at this stage, because Stark are an EV company, it's going to be with an electric motor, of course. But you would imagine potentially, if the technology expands even further, then there's nothing to say that you can't have 3D printed parts for internal combustion engines. Now, obviously, there's got to be thermal resistance and all that kind of stuff. But essentially, you can have all the parts on a motorcycle 3D printed. Now, there's a statement from Stark Future CEO Anton Wass, and he says this: Stark strongly believes that mass production of titanium 3D printing is a natural step in producing better motorcycles. Now, what Stark have done is they've invested in this Farsoon machine, this big 3D machine that they're going to use to develop parts and develop motorcycles of the future. And they believe that they're going to be able to do it in this way, and most importantly, do it at a better price point and make it more cost effective. Now, if this can be done, fantastic. Can they produce the parts that can go through a rigorous testing process? Can they be proven to be as strong or stronger than conventional manufacturing and conventional components and conventional materials? And most importantly, can it come in at a cheaper price? And also, can it be as efficient or more efficient than conventional manufacturing processes? Now, of course, right now, 3D printing is being used on high-end race machines, Formula One cars and MotoGP bikes and things like that. So in terms of 3D printing, this is kind of nothing new for smaller components. And usually these components are non-structural, but they are quite strong, they are durable, but also they have a fraction of the weight as well. Now, this is one of the benefits of carbon fiber, of course. Strong, durable, but lighter weight. Less weight of a component, less weight of an overall machine. Therefore, you've got a greater power to weight ratio. Therefore, you're going to go faster down a track, right? We all know how this works. But of course, we're not talking about today. We're talking about the future. We're talking about Stark Future. We're talking about the future of manufacturing, the future of the availability of raw materials, and how we're going to manufacture motorcycles or any component or any product in the future. But if they can mass produce components and motorcycles in 3D printers, then the world is their oyster. From a technological point of view, I'm very excited about this. I'm very excited about the potential of this and what it can mean for future motorcycles. Just imagine this, that you can put into a 3D printing machine, you can put in all the details and a whole frame comes out. Let's say you can put in all the details and you've got the frame, you've got the fuel tank there, you've got the seating there, whatever it is, you've got the whole subframe there, everything is there, and all it just needs to do is be bolted together and it can be produced, let's say, overnight. All the components can be produced overnight in one factory or in one warehouse, and then all of a sudden you've got a motorcycle that you just need to put together and just head on down the road. Now that is interesting, and it might be that this just ties into the growth of the EV bike world or what the mobility will be in the future. And I would imagine if this kind of takes off, then we're going to see this in lots of other industries as well. The advance of 3D printing and also the different types of 3D printing as well. Very interesting times. I'll be very interested to see if they can ever pull this off and if they could ever produce a motorcycle or even components that are going to be used on any future motorcycle that is used for the road or used for the dirt track or used for the racetrack. If they can produce them in enough quantity at a competitive price point, or certainly even at a lower price point than what is happening right now. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you like what I do here, we'll just keep on watching the videos and I'll catch you again. Bye now.